Hey everybody, John Henderson Pierre, the Beer Ramble, another beer edition today. We're looking at, from Red Clay Brewery, 55, Kölsch style. There's a Kölsch style beer, of course, from Red Clay Brewery in Opelika, Alabama. Got this about not too long ago, about a week. I've had this beer for a week now in my car, and in my cooler, and I haven't been able to do a review. I've done a few other reviews, but of course, as we all know, things kind of get in the way. Stuff happens like that. But anyway, Kölsch style beer. This is one of 10 beers that Red Clay Brewery puts out. Again, as I said, they're based in Opelika, Alabama. This is a 5.3% ABV. You can see what the beer looks like right here. I'm doing my video on my phone now lately because I think the clarity has been pretty good compared to my laptop. Hold on a second. Ah, hell with it. It's on, it's on. If you can hear it right now. Here's what the beer looks like. Almost a citrus, sort of has some malts, but it has a sort of a scent of a saison. That's kind of what I'm getting right now. Now these styles are mostly popular during the summer months. Usually they're not really consumed during the winter months, but then again, probably they are. You know, depends where you live across the country. It has a very sort of fruit aroma to this. As you can see by looking at the can, as you can see what they're sort of saying. You see the beach and the sand, the boardwalk, you know, the pier, whichever. No. Ain't bad. This malts, definitely some sort of very sweet, very pungent flavor to this. So it has that somewhat of a saison to me. It obviously is not, but it's not a saison. It has this, it has that scent to it. So, all right, down the hatch. A grapefruit aftertaste to it. A bit of a malty feel. Really pretty much almost champagne-like taste. It's not champagne. But maybe a bit of a not wine cooler, but a kind of describe. I mean, the bicycle kick, and that's the other Kölsch style I had early this year. That was from New Belgium. They put that out during the World Cup soccer tournament. And that beer, as you've seen in my video, was brewed at different locations, or maybe different. Not brewed different locations, but sort of different brewmasters from different countries, Japan, Germany, all kind of collaborate for that beer. I think that's what was described. And of course the theme for the World Cup. That one had a good feel to it. That had felt like a very more Euro, more so than this than an American feel to this Kölsch, which also brings up the other Kölsch I had was the one from Ballast Point, their California Kölsch. Also, I reviewed that one as well. And it's not bad, guys. I mean, it's just okay. I mean, it's after good fruit, after yeah, it has a malt sweetness and kind of sort of a grapefruit feel to this. But anyway, Kölsch is not something I usually get a lot to consume, and they're popular in the summer. Wheat beers as well, pale ales, pilsners, lagers are usually the ones that most folks will drink. But if you want to, for a person who is, for someone who is looking budget, usually a lager, adjunct lager, light lager, or a pilsner would usually be the route you would go during the summer months. Sours, not so much. IPAs, here and there. Stouts, definitely not. Porters, no. I more look at those for fall and winter sort of brews to drink, but not during the summer months. So, now Kölsch kind of fits in that category. It's a combination of style of some citrus or fruit, which kind of, but there's not as hoppy as say an IPA or a pale ale. Not as much hops, but they do have a malt flavor and sort of a very yeast sort of flavor to this, kind of like a bread, sourdough bread, I guess. That's what I'm getting from this beer. As I mentioned, the brewery is based in Opelika. There's also a tap room, Red Clay Brewery, where you sample all 10 of their beers, including this one. They have an IPA, they have a hard cider, they have a brown ale, a Hefeweizen they also have as well. Also, they serve food at that location, mostly pizzas from what I looked on the website. So, and if you've seen all my videos of beers that I've tried here in Alabama, again, the same message I've said, and I'm sure y'all have heard it before. Alabama's starting to get a very good name for itself in terms of beers, or the breweries and the beers they're putting out, that it can stand to other hotbeds, if you will, of the craft beer scene. Whether it be Colorado, whether it be up around the New England area, whether it be anywhere in the Midwest, they're really starting to get or out in the northwest, out in or even further, down the southwest. So, as I mentioned, the names of the breweries, you've heard them all. Good People, Fairhope, Serta, which is down here in Mobile, Heat Blue, also in Mobile, Singing River, Avondale, Back 40, you name it, and they're starting to get good names in those, not just those who've transplanted down here to the state, like myself, or those who have from the up northeast, but also those of us who have moved, those who lived in the state, who've never thought they would find good quality beer brewed in the state. So, yeah, that. You also have those folks who live in our neighboring states, Georgia, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Florida. They're also, those states also putting out some good beers as well. So they know what's going on here in this state. So this regionally, and also those outside of the region are realizing, hey, that whole area, particularly Alabama, they got some good stuff they're putting out. So Anyway, Kölsches are not really my thing. I'll drink them if it's offered, and if it's reasonably priced, I will get it. But most times, it's not something I'm getting every day just to consume, you know. But for what it is good. And again, crushable. The ABV is not as bad, 5.3%. You know, that's about as good as it gets. And then, you know, if it was 6 or 7, I would say just drink 2 of these. 5.3, get away with maybe 4. I like to drink. Yeah, it's supposed to be a real hot day today, and I'm not going outside. I probably will step out, go take a walk, and drink some water and do something. But you know, that's what it is, folks. It is a good, not great, but good Kölsch style brew. So I'm gonna leave it right there. As for the score, I'm gonna go. I'll go with B. I'll go with an 8.1. So that'll be a B right there for me for this one. So 53 Kölsch style, very good. Again, not something I get all the time, but again, if you like the Kölsch style, this is probably for you. And if you're in the state, pick this up if you can. So, John Anderson, Pierre, the Beer Hamilton. Keep on watching as always. Cheers. 53, 53, 53.